let go of everything.
Hello everyone, Mr. H here. Today is Friday, November 4th, 2022. Today we're going to go over Quizette 5, and then the rest of the period you're going to create the 3D ornament. Okay, this is going to help you build the sense of geometry when you have a three-dimensional object. If it's cut into two-dimensional space, how does it look like, and how they come together to make a three-dimensional object. Alright, so let's go ahead. We go to Quizette 5. Okay, when you finish this Quizette, please go ahead, turn it in, put in the tray, or remind us of please collect this for me. Alright, number 1. We have 7 times x minus 1 minus 3 equal to 5x minus 2 times x times 5 minus x. Sorry, I'd be distracted with the thickness of my writing. Alright, so what do you think? What is the first step that we have to do? Okay, parentheses mean distribute, so we're going to distribute 7. That will give you 7x minus 7. Okay, and we bring down the negative 3 equal to 5x, and we distribute the negative 2 into parentheses. Okay, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, and negative 2 times negative x is positive 2x. Alright, after that we're going to do is combining like term. We're going to combine the thing like term on the left side is negative 7 and negative 3. That will give you negative 10. Same sign, add them up. We bring down the 7x. Another thing like term here is on the right side you see that we have 5x and 2x. They're like terms, so we're going to combine them. That will give you 7x. Okay, then bring down the negative 10. Alright, 7x minus 10 equal to 7x minus 10. Some of you may jump into the conclusion, say that it's many solution. We are not done yet. You cannot make a conclusion until it's a statement. So continue solving for x. You have to subtract 7x to both sides. Okay, this will allow us to cross out the 7x on both sides. Then we end up with negative 10 equal to negative 10. Now it's a statement because there's no more variable. Negative 10 equal to negative 10. This is a true statement. Isn't it true? We will have many solutions. Many solutions. Alright, number 2. Solve and graph the solution set of the absolute value. So when you have absolute value, we always have two cases. Case 1 when it's positive 9, case 2 when it's negative 9. When you have the inequality sign, make sure that you switch the inequality sign for the second case. So here's the equation we're going to look at. 2y minus 5 greater than 9. And then 2y minus 5 less than negative 9. There's two things changing here. You have inequality sign change, and you have the sign of the number also change. Now second question is, what kind of problem is this? Is this an AND problem or it's an OR problem? So AND and OR in alphabet, A go first. We're going to put the inequality sign in the between. That will point you to use the OR problem. Sorry, it looked like I write on. It's an OR problem. OR. So for OR, we're going to take all possible solution. So we're going to go ahead and solve this and then see what do we have from the graph. Solving for y, we're going to add 5 to both sides. That will give you 2y greater than 14. Continue solving for y, divide by 2 to both sides. Y greater than 7. Now on the other side, we're going to do the same step. add 5 to both sides. But because of 9 is negative, so opposite sign subtract. Negative 9 plus 5 will give you negative 4. We bring down the 2y. Continue solving for y. We divide by 2 to both sides. Y less than negative 2. So now what we're going to do is graph this. The 2 points, negative 2 go first because it's a smaller number, and then 7 goes second. At 7, the inequality sign point you to go to the right. The proper way to say this is y greater than 7. Any number greater than 7 will be on the right of the 7. And we're going to use parenthesis because there's no equal sign. Greater than or less than is going to be parenthesis. Okay. And at negative 2, the inequality sign point you to go to the left. The proper way to say this is y less than negative 2. So any number less than negative 2 going to be on the left side of that number, or of negative 2. So one more time, the problem that we're working with is the OR problem. OR means take all possible solutions. So which means that any number less than negative 2 is the possible solution, and any number greater than 7 is another possible solution. We're going to take all of them, so it will be from negative infinity to negative 2, union from 7 to positive infinity. Alright, that pretty much it. Alright, number 3. 8 to the x power over 10 to the x power. Hopefully by now we know how to do this already. We're going to reduce our fraction by 2. Right, that will give us 4 to the x excuse me, over 5 to the x. Now 4 to the x over 5 to the x is the simplest form of this fraction. We want to get this fraction to 16 over 25. So what number should you choose for x? The answer is 2. X will be 2. 4 to the second power and 5 to the second power means that 4 to the second power is 4 times 4 would give you 16, and 5 to the second power is 5 times 5 would give you 25. So give the x value to make the equation is true. X have to be equal to 2. And that's it. Now last problem. The distance to star A is about 8 times 10 to the second power light years. The distance to star B is about 2 times 10 to the 7th power light years. Which star is further away and how many times further? So we talk about the ratio of two distant from a star. So they ask you how many times further away. So as I show you that when we compare how large something is, you're gonna put the big number over small. Again, because we're gonna compare it to see something bigger than something else. So the bigger number is gonna be on top. So bigger number is 2 times 10 to the 7. Okay, is bigger than 8 times 10 to the second power. We talked about this in class. The 2 times 10 to the 7th power is bigger because of the power is higher. The higher number of the power, the bigger that number is going to be. In this case, 10 to the 7th power means that you have 7 zeros after the 2. And then 10 to the second power means you have 2 zeros after the 8, which means 800. Now, if we use the quotient rule, which is 10 to the 7 divided by 10 to the 2, we can subtract the exponent. That would be 7 minus 2 is 10 to the 5th power. Then we can divide the whole number. Okay, 2 divided by 8 is 0.4. Yes. 20. No, I think I'm wrong. 0.5. 0.25. My bad. 0.25. Sorry, I just do math in my head. Okay, 2 over 8 is reduced by 2 will get you 1/4, 1/4 a quarter, which is 0.25. Alright, 0.25 times 10 to the 5th power. So, which means that 0.25 times 100,000, 10 to the 5th power is 100,000. Or we can move the decimal point 5 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop, boop, boop. So you have 25,000. Alright, that pretty much it. Star B is 25,000 light years more than star A. That is our answer. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Please work on your ornament. Do the decoration. Write your name on the decoration just in case if you don't finish it, you left it behind, I will know who is that paper belong to. What else? After you do the decoration, you can cut out the shape, but please do not cut out or cut off the dotted line. Keep the dotted part with the shape. Do not cut it off. In the video that I prepared for you is from during distance learning, and I did cut everything. You're not supposed to do that. Please leave the dotted part. Stay with the figure, because that is the part that you're gonna use glue stick. You're gonna glue them together to make three-dimensional figure. All right. Good luck, everyone. See you on Monday.